great to be here. I always love coming to New Westminster. My dad was born here to Norwegian immigrants, I think about, what, it would have been 80 years ago now, so it's always a little bit like coming home, coming out here. Thanks for the generous introduction. It's great to be on this esteemed panel. My company, Open Technologies, aside from making a slide that's a little bit misaligned, we developed decision-making tools to hopefully take a lot of the guesswork, abstraction, and complication out of making pro-climate decisions. So what do we mean by that? Our thesis is that, the barriers to rapid decarbonization and sustainable development aren't technological. We have the technology today to develop and retrofit zero carbon or ultra low carbon buildings. They're not economic as long as you get the investment periods right and the federal government holds firm on the carbon tax. And what we do find, though, is that they often are institutional or decision-making barriers, right? So I think as alluded to in that Strata Energy Advisor program, the people who need to make the decisions don't feel confident that they're making the right decisions, and these decisions often seem complex. So we feel it's an information problem and that we're here to solve that. Our technologies, are used in 29 jurisdictions across Canada and the United States. We work with financial institutions, major property holders, utilities, the federal government. And our flagship software tool is called Grid. Grid is a benchmarking and disclosure platform. What we do is we ingest thousands of buildings, their asset data and energy use data. We can take in other information as long as it's on a spreadsheet, we can integrate it in. And then what we bring to the party is energy modeling, costing data, and weather data. And what we're able to generate with that is some effective program management, so knowing what areas to focus on, some deep analytics, and ultimately engagement in decarbonization programs. So our technology is pretty simple from a math perspective. We take in this energy and asset data. We match it to local weather station information. We do some regression analysis, and that generates some of these graphs you see here, which, I'm going to go backwards, go forwards here, allows you to disaggregate the loads, and you know how much energy you're using per month, but you don't know where it's going. Is it going to your heating? Is it going to your cooling? Is it going to domestic hot water? So that's the first step in helping you understand where your problems may be. And then from there, we take that information and we run it through an AI-driven parametric energy modeling tool. And what that does is it finds your specific building with your specific energy signature and matches it with a database of millions of buildings. And from there, we're able to actually provide you with a decarbonization plan that looks at the best economic value or the deepest decarbonization results. And we can give you a fully costed plan and recommendations that are specific, for whether it's a strata council or a sophisticated national commercial developer. We can animate these on dashboards that make it searchable and usable for you to prioritize these projects and create carbon roadmaps. We can calculate the incentives for you and know what the spend would be. And then we can even drive down to the building level and do things like peak load analysis to let you know if you have enough electricity coming into your building to actually decarbonize these assets. So it's really exciting when we're talking about the economic opportunity of this. To get some analysis like this, it used to take you, $27,000 and, 6 to 8 weeks to get this done. And now it can be done for, $1,000 to $3,000 and done instantly. So this is the type of scale and action we need to see in order to meet our targets around decarbonization. And I wholeheartedly agree with Connor that every building needs a plan. And now we have the tools to be able to provide those plans at scale and economically. So I think that is it for me.